Have you ever wondered why some homes seem to radiate wealth, happiness, and good fortune, while others, no matter how hard the people inside work, seem to struggle endlessly? Why is it that two families, living in the same neighborhood, earning similar incomes, can have completely different experiences when it comes to success, harmony, and prosperity? The answer might not be in the paycheck, the job, or even luck. It might be in something as simple as the plant you place at the entrance of your home. For thousands of years, in cultures across Asia, Africa, and even parts of Europe, people have believed that the entrance to your home is not just a doorway, it's the mouth of the house. It's where energy flows in, where opportunities knock, and where abundance decides whether to enter or turn away. In feng shui, the ancient Chinese art of harmonizing energy, the doorway is considered sacred. In Buddhism, it is seen as the symbolic crossing point between the chaos of the outside world and the sanctuary of inner peace. Even modern psychology suggests that what you see and feel as soon as you step into your home sets the tone for your mood, your decisions, and your relationships. And here's where science enters the story. Believe it or not, NASA and multiple environmental studies have shown that certain plants have the incredible ability to clean the air, remove toxins, balance humidity, and even improve sleep quality and focus. Plants don't just decorate a home, they transform its atmosphere. They can lower stress, improve your health, and create the kind of mental clarity that leads to better choices, greater creativity, and yes, more opportunities for success and wealth. So when spiritual traditions and science both point toward the same conclusion, that the plants you place around you, especially at your entrance, affect not only how you feel but also the flow of prosperity in your life, it's worth paying attention. In this video, we're going to explore one specific plant that has been celebrated for centuries for its power to invite good fortune, protect the home, and attract wealth. The tiger plant, also known as the snake plant. We'll uncover what feng shui says about its role as a guardian of prosperity, what Buddhist teachings remind us about caring for it, and what modern science reveals about its ability to purify your living space and energize your mind. And here's the most exciting part. By the end of this video, you'll not only know why this plant has such a powerful reputation, but you'll also know exactly where and how to place it so that it doesn't just sit there looking pretty, but actively works to draw in abundance, harmony, and peace into your life. So stay with me until the end, because one small change at your doorstep tonight could open the door to a completely different kind of future. In the world of Eastern feng shui, a plant placed at the entrance is never just a plant. It is a guardian, a magnet, and a messenger. Imagine your home as a living organism. The doorway is its mouth, the threshold where energy, both good and bad, flows in and out. Without protection, wealth can leak away, opportunities may bypass your life, and harmony may never fully settle in. But when the right tree is planted at the gate, it becomes a silent sentinel, filtering negativity and guiding prosperity directly into your home. This belief isn't limited to China. In Indian Vastu traditions, certain sacred trees are planted by doorways to invite divine blessings. In Mediterranean cultures, olive trees once stood at entrances as symbols of peace, abundance, and longevity. Even in ancient Celtic lore, doorway plants were thought to ward off wandering spirits while drawing in good fortune. Across civilizations, the message is clear. The entrance is a mystical passageway, and what you place there determines the kind of life energy you welcome. Think about the psychological dimension as well. The first sight when you return home every day sets the tone for everything that follows. A vibrant plant at your entrance does more than beautify. It sends a powerful subconscious signal of growth, stability, and renewal. Your mind begins to associate your home with vitality, with wealth that is alive and ever expanding. And over time, these subtle cues shape your decisions, your confidence, and even your financial opportunities. So when you see a lush tree flourishing at someone's gate, it may not just be about gardening or design. It is a ritual, a declaration to the universe. This home is open to abundance and closed to misfortune. When it comes to inviting wealth, health, and positive energy into your home, choosing the right plant is not just a matter of decoration. It is a sacred decision that blends symbolism, science, and intention. Among all options, one plant stands out as a timeless choice: the citrus tree. Citrus trees, the golden symbol of fortune. In feng shui, citrus fruits such as oranges, lemons, and tangerines are seen as miniature golden coins. Their round shape mirrors wholeness, their golden orange color reflects prosperity, and their sweet fragrance is believed to attract joyful energy. In traditional Asian households, a potted mandarin tree during New Year is more than just a decoration. It is a declaration to the universe that abundance and good luck are welcome here. But beyond symbolism, science reveals another layer of truth. Citrus trees release phytoncides, natural compounds that refresh the air, reduce stress, and uplift mood. Imagine coming home after a long, exhausting day and being greeted by the subtle, uplifting scent of citrus blossoms. That fragrance does more than please your senses. It calms your nervous system, reduces anxiety, and gently resets your state of mind. A calmer mind makes better decisions, and better decisions lead to financial clarity and prosperity. The deep green leaves of citrus trees also play an important role. They filter toxins, absorb carbon dioxide, and act like a living shield before air enters your home. In this way, they serve both a physical and energetic purpose, cleansing your environment so that only fresh, vibrant energy flows through your doorway. The presence of greenery itself has been proven to lower cortisol levels, encourage mindfulness, and increase happiness. When it comes to choosing the right plant for your entrance, the citrus tree is not the only option. Different cultures across the world have discovered other plants that carry powerful symbolic meanings and practical benefits. Let's explore 3 of the most fascinating alternatives: the jade plant, bamboo, and the pine tree. Each of them has a story that connects science, spirituality, and the human longing for prosperity. The jade plant, the living money magnet. In Western culture, particularly in the United States, the jade plant is often nicknamed the money tree. With its thick, fleshy, coin-shaped leaves, it has become a popular gift for business openings and housewarmings. Feng shui masters believe that its round leaves symbolize coins, continuously growing and multiplying, representing endless wealth. Placing a jade plant near your front door is said to attract financial opportunities and create an aura of abundance. But the jade plant is more than just a spiritual symbol. Scientifically, this succulent is incredibly resilient, requiring little water and care. It can survive in less than ideal environments, teaching us an important lesson. Wealth does not always come from constant struggle, but from persistence, balance, and the ability to adapt. Its presence at your entrance can serve as a daily reminder that financial growth requires patience and steady nurturing, just like the slow but continuous growth of its leaves. Bamboo, the ancient symbol of strength and flexibility. Few plants carry as much cultural weight as bamboo. In Asia, bamboo is revered as a sacred plant, symbolizing strength, resilience, and adaptability. Its tall, straight stalks represent honesty and uprightness, while its ability to bend without breaking is seen as a metaphor for resilience in life's challenges. In feng shui, lucky bamboo arrangements are often tied with red ribbons and placed at entrances or in living rooms to invite wealth, longevity, and harmony. From a scientific perspective, bamboo is also remarkable. It produces more oxygen than many other plants, making your home environment fresher and healthier. It is also known to absorb toxins from the air, ensuring that the energy you breathe in is clean and revitalizing. Imagine walking into your home each day and being greeted by this symbol of vitality. It immediately resets your mental state, reminding you that prosperity thrives when your body, mind, and environment are all aligned. The pine tree, a guardian of longevity and stability. While citrus and jade are commonly linked to immediate wealth, the pine tree speaks of something deeper: longevity, protection, and stability. In East Asian traditions, pine trees are often depicted in paintings alongside cranes and turtles, forming a trio of symbols for long life and spiritual endurance. Planting a pine tree near your home is believed to create a shield of protective energy, keeping away misfortune and ensuring that the blessings you receive remain with you for generations. Science, too, has something to say about pine trees. Their needles release aromatic compounds called phytoncides, which are proven to reduce stress hormones, lower blood pressure, and improve mood. Walking past a pine tree at your entrance is like stepping into nature's own therapy session. It grounds you, strengthens you, and prepares you mentally for the challenges ahead. In this way, the pine tree not only protects your home spiritually but also fortifies your well-being physically and emotionally. Whether it is the coin-shaped leaves of the jade plant, the upright resilience of bamboo, or the protective longevity of the pine tree, each plant carries both symbolic power and scientific value. They remind us that prosperity is not a one-time event, but a continuous process of balance, care, and awareness. By choosing the right plant for your entrance, you are not just decorating your home. You are programming your environment with positive energy, aligning your inner world with outer opportunities. So the question becomes, which plant speaks to your spirit the most? Do you long for quick financial growth like the jade plant, enduring resilience like bamboo, or lifelong stability like the pine tree? Whichever you choose, remember that the act of planting itself is a declaration to the universe. I am ready to welcome abundance, and I will nurture it every single day. When it comes to using plants as a magnet for wealth, health, and good fortune, placement is everything. You could choose the most auspicious plant in the world, but if you place it in the wrong spot, its energy could be blocked, wasted, or even reversed. In feng shui philosophy, the flow of qi, life energy, moves through your home like water. Just as a river needs a clear path to nourish the land, energy needs an open channel to bring blessings into your life. Let's explore the most powerful placements for your prosperity tree and the deeper meanings behind each choice. At the gate or main entrance, the portal of abundance. Your front gate and entrance are considered the mouth of your home, the place where energy enters. By placing a prosperity tree such as a citrus, jade, bamboo, or pine right at the gate, you are symbolically welcoming positive qi, abundance, and opportunities to step directly into your space. Every guest, every moment of your own arrival, begins with a silent blessing. The tree greets you with wealth energy before you even cross the threshold. Scientifically, this placement makes sense as well. When greenery is the first thing you see upon returning home, your brain experiences a small but powerful psychological reset. Studies show that exposure to plants reduces cortisol levels, lowers stress, and improves focus. Instead of stepping into your home carrying the weight of your day, you are met with a living, breathing symbol of renewal and growth. On both sides of the main door, balance and protection. Placing two trees symmetrically on either side of your front door is one of the most ancient and powerful feng shui practices. In traditional Chinese architecture, lions or stone guardians were often placed at entrances to protect households from negative forces. Prosperity trees serve a similar symbolic role, but in a softer, greener form. When placed on both sides, the trees create balance, harmony, and a sense of protection. This pairing energy also enhances relationships. Two plants represent partnership, cooperation, and unity. For a family, this placement strengthens bonds. For a business, it encourages collaborations and mutual growth. Psychologically, symmetry at entrances is pleasing to the eye and creates a feeling of safety and order, both essential foundations for attracting and holding on to wealth. Avoid blocking the pathway, let energy flow freely. One of the biggest mistakes people make is planting a large tree directly in front of the pathway or the middle of the entrance. In feng shui, this is like placing a boulder in a river. It obstructs the natural flow of energy, creating stagnation. Instead of wealth and luck flowing smoothly into your home, the energy gets trapped, scattered, or diverted elsewhere. Even from a practical, scientific perspective, this makes sense. A blocked pathway causes inconvenience and frustration, small daily annoyances that accumulate into stress. And when you feel subconsciously blocked every time you enter or leave your home, your mind associates your environment with obstacles, which can translate into difficulties in your career or finances. Corners and path edges, guiding energy inward. If you don't have space right at the front, placing prosperity trees along the edges of the pathway is another powerful strategy. This creates a visual and energetic guide, leading energy straight toward your front door. Imagine a natural funnel of abundance, where every breeze and every glance is directed into your home rather than away from it. Placement is not only about where the tree physically stands, It's about how it shapes your mindset. A tree at the gate reminds you to welcome blessings. 2 trees by the door remind you of balance and protection. An open pathway reminds you to stay clear and unblocked, both physically and mentally. In the Buddhist perspective, this act of arranging your environment is also a reflection of inner cultivation. When the mind is clear, the world is clear. By consciously placing your prosperity tree, you are not only arranging matter, you are training your mind to focus on openness, balance, and receptivity. So tonight, take a walk around your home. Look at your entrance with fresh eyes. Is it inviting, open, and balanced? Or is something blocking the flow of your fortune before it even begins? The simple act of placing a tree in the right spot might just be the energetic shift you need to open the door, not just to your house, but to the opportunities and prosperity waiting to enter your life. Across cultures and continents, people have always looked at nature as a mirror of their own destiny. In Asia, there is a deeply rooted belief. When the tree at the front of your house blossoms or bears fruit, something good is about to blossom in your life as well. Families in China, Vietnam, Japan, and India often observe their citrus trees, pomegranate bushes, or bamboo plants not just as decoration, but as silent messengers of fortune. For example, in southern China, it is said that when an orange tree produces abundant golden fruit near the Lunar New Year, the family can expect wealth and prosperity in the coming year. In India, when the sacred tulsi plant near the doorway thrives, it is taken as a sign of blessings from the divine, promising protection and prosperity. These stories are passed down through generations, giving people hope, encouragement, and a spiritual connection to their environment. Why flowers and fruit? In feng shui, blossoms symbolize opportunities. Something new is about to open up. Fruit, with its fullness and sweetness, represents the results of hard work, the harvest of wealth and success. When your tree outside blooms, it feels like nature itself is telling you, now is your season. Be ready to receive. This belief also aligns with Buddhist philosophy. In Buddhism, everything is interconnected through cause and effect. If you have cared for your tree with patience, mindfulness, and love, then its flowering is a natural fruit of those actions. Likewise, in life, when you nurture your career, your relationships, and your inner self, sooner or later you will see blossoms of opportunities and the fruit of abundance. Interestingly, modern psychology and environmental research echo this ancient belief. A study conducted in the United States on environmental perception found that homes with lush, well-maintained greenery at their entrances were consistently rated as more prosperous, welcoming, and safe compared to homes without plants. This perception matters more than we think. When neighbors, visitors, or even potential business partners see your home surrounded by thriving plants, they subconsciously associate you with stability, success, and positivity. And because human opportunities often come through social networks, this subtle impression can open doors, whether it's trust, friendship, or even financial partnerships. In other words, a blooming tree is not just a plant. It is a silent introduction card, telling the world, this is a place of growth, safety, and abundance. There are countless real stories that people share. A family in Vietnam once noticed their kumquat tree, usually slow to fruit, suddenly bursting with bright orange fruit just before their son received a long-awaited job offer overseas. In Japan, families tell of cherry blossoms in their yard blooming early, coinciding with unexpected promotions or marriage proposals. Even in the US, some homeowners recall planting a small jade plant or money tree near their porch, and within months, feeling as though their financial situation had shifted positively. Not because the plant created money, but because it shifted their mindset, making them feel more open, grateful, and proactive. Psychologists explain this phenomenon as the placebo of prosperity. When you believe that your blooming tree signals good fortune, you naturally carry yourself with more confidence, optimism, and energy. This mindset changes how you speak, how you make decisions, and how others perceive you. The opportunities may have always been there, but your belief and your attention finally allow you to notice and act on them. At its core, the belief in blooming trees is not superstition. It is a reminder that prosperity requires nurturing. Just as a tree needs sunlight, water, and care to grow. Your life requires attention, love, and discipline. When the tree in front of your home flourishes, it reflects the energy you've put into your environment and yourself. So the next time you see blossoms outside your door, take a moment to smile. Let it remind you that nature and life are always in conversation. And perhaps, just perhaps, the universe is whispering, your season of abundance has arrived. When we talk about placing trees in front of the house, most people immediately think of luck, fortune, and prosperity. But the truth is, these trees are not only silent guardians of wealth, they are also gifts of nature that improve our everyday lives in ways we often overlook. First, they breathe life into our surroundings. Trees naturally filter the air, absorbing harmful toxins, dust, and carbon dioxide, and in return, releasing fresh oxygen. Every breath feels cleaner, every step outside feels lighter, and the home becomes a healthier place for the family to thrive. Second, their presence softens the harshness of summer heat. A single large tree shading the entrance can lower the temperature around your home, creating a cool and gentle breeze that makes the environment more livable. In a world where energy bills climb higher each year, the natural shade of a tree becomes an unexpected blessing. And finally, there is something deeply emotional: the warm welcome that greenery brings. A house surrounded by healthy, flourishing trees always feels inviting. Guests who step inside feel an unspoken comfort, a sense of safety, and an impression that the family within is caring, grounded, and prosperous. So, beyond the stories of wealth and fortune, trees carry a quiet power. They nurture, they protect, and they transform a simple house into a home that breathes with life, balance, and peace. As we reach the end of this journey, one truth becomes clear: a tree is never just a tree. When you choose the right one and place it with intention in front of your home, you're shaping the invisible energy that flows into your life. You're not only creating shade or adding beauty, you're opening a gateway for abundance, peace, and unseen blessings to enter. Remember this: when you plant the right tree in front of your home, you're not just growing leaves and branches. You're planting seeds of wealth, happiness, and unexpected luck. These living guardians stand silently at your gate, yet they influence the way people see your home, the way energy moves through it, and even the way your own heart feels when you return each day. The lesson is simple but powerful. Choose your tree wisely. Do it not only for the promise of feng shui or fortune, but for the gift of clean air, beauty, and emotional balance. A single tree can transform your home into a sanctuary, one that nurtures both prosperity and peace.